In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. There's a proverb of English which says that a free mind, or maybe a layer mind, is a free mind is a devil's workshop. I don't know whether it was translated from English to Urdu or Urdu to English, but there is an equivalent in the Urdu as well, having the same meanings. Is it true, by the way? Does it contain some wisdom? It does contain some wisdom indeed. There should not be any doubt in it. But we are going to talk about it and we are going to explain it a little bit. And once we do explain it, a new aspect of it will become appear to the public. A new aspect about which the people are not much aware of. How? A mature person usually does not become a devil's workshop in the sense that she will start doing something which is injurious to others. There are very rare people amongst the mature, not so common. But as for the younger folks are concerned, there is more probability, much more of the probability that these younger folks will somehow start doing something which is very bad to them, which is very bad to their health, which is very bad to their reputation, etc. But and for this reason, their time must be used properly, must be used properly. Otherwise, they will go on the wrong track. They might fall into any sort of addiction, or they might start any anti-social activity. Something obnoxious might become their habit. So, for this reason, as for the younger folks are concerned, as for the people who are not so mature, as for these people are concerned, it is very necessary to keep them busy in the positive and the constructive activities. If you get an opportunity to visit a cadet college, you will be surprised to know that they don't have the leisure time, a very little amount of it only, a very little amount of it only. Otherwise, they people remain more busy for all the time, activity after an activity, engagement after an engagement, back to back activities. They don't find spare time at all. And once they don't find a spare time, obviously they don't have the time to even think about the negative, not to talk of doing about it. They people are kept so busy. I think so that is something which needs to be adopted and which needs to be copied as for the other cases are concerned. As for the rest of the younger folks are concerned, I think that this is really important to keep all these people busy. But now, as for the mature people are concerned, now people will be thinking that how will it be applicable, how will it be applicable upon the mature people. Let me tell you how is it applicable to the mature people, that these people fall into anxiety. If at all these people, the mature people, particularly those who have nothing to do, and obviously we are discussing, our today's talk is about these people who don't have much to do, who don't have much to do. Now these people, if at all they are not kept busy, what is going to happen then? That these people might start feeling anxious, anxiety might take over them, and they might remain, in a sort of hopelessness or a despair. It is easy to fall into this sort of thing. If at all if at all these people, if at all these mature people have a lot of spare time and nothing to do, and some of the people, they are so economically comfortable that they don't need to work. On the one hand, definitely it is a quite a blessing, and a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On the other hand, it is not so healthy. I think it should be taken seriously, and it should be taken sensibly. The kind of time these people are having, the kind of time and energy these people are having, if at all this is not utilized in a positive and constructive activity, obviously a kind of hopelessness and a kind of anxiousness, anxiety, this is also a negative activity. It might not be hurting much to the other people, but it does hurt a lot to the one who is suffering from it. And not only this thing, rather there is another aspect of it as well, and that is that as far the loved one of this person is concerned, who is falling into anxiety, because of the anxiety, they might fall, they might start taking drugs, they might start drugging, they might start taking drug, if at all these people are not kept busy, because of so much of the spare time and nothing to do, and the aimlessness, there is no aim in the life. What is going to happen with these people? That these people will certainly fall into the, there's quite a high probability that these people will fall into the anxiety. They will become so unhappy, and they will become a kind of, they might develop a sort of despair, despair, they might become despair, and they will start overthinking about even the things which have very little or negligible amount of negligible probability of happening. Now because these people are free, and are these people are nothing to do, now what has happened, that these people will so it is very important. If at all there is no activity, no economic activity needed, all what is needed is then that a person should start something voluntarily. A person should start doing something which is meant for the betterment of oneself, one's loved one, and for the general public as well. Those people who are willing to help the general public, let me tell you and let me assure you that these people are intelligent people. Why are these intelligent people? Because once a person is doing something for the rest of the human, it becomes automatic that their own life will become a blessed one, that his or her own life will become a blessed one. This is a great thing. That is why I call them intelligent people. That is why I call them the sagacious, the wise people. It is not complicated really. It is not complicated really, but it is it is I think it is incumbent upon each one of us that we should remain busy, and there should be very little amount of leisure time for us, because much more of the leisure time, it might take us toward the despair, or it might take us toward the drugs, and it is not something positive at all. As for the younger folks are concerned, it is much more important, much more important to keep themselves busy, in the constructive activities, because if at all they are not kept busy, they might not experience the anxiety or the despair, but there is a big probability that they might start a sort of antisocial activity, or they might start taking drugs. And as for the elder folks are concerned, the elder folks, these people, I think so, they will fall into the despair, the anxiety ridden people they will become, if at all they don't care, they stay busy, if at all they are not found busy in doing one thing or the other thing. Thank you.